question. I don't see any DC messages.
Tick, 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 tick.
Hey,
Oh,
we are
yeah.
in. So, ladies and gentlemen, spawning on the left side of the Dragonshire in the blue trunks, it is mYinsanity. And starting in the top lane, we have Kessel on the Tychus. We have Shinobu on the Sergeant Hammer. We have Lowell on the Tyrael. We have Ace of Spades playing the Ufa. And we have Freds on the Arthas.
And on the other side, it's alternate with Mopsio playing Stitches, with Chen playing Sasha, with Falstad playing Guccio, with the one and only Hammer, well, not playing Sergeant Hammer, but playing the Vala, and finally Krolu playing Malfurion. Correction, Rhaegar.
Rhaegar.
Dang it!
That is.
That
You were
is
doing
right.
so well, other than you got it the wrong way round again and said that it was Chen playing Sasha.
Well, probably he is. Chen is always a handful.
This is true. This is true. So, Chen is about to lose lane. mYi just mYi just wrecking house, just like suddenly, okay, 4-man mid, alright, 4-man bot. They've lost out on a minion bot lane, but this is aggro as all hell. What is this? And the way it's
mYinsanity
played-
doing something insane, I would say.
Okay, they're off again.
And they're gone.
What
You
is
could
this?
say they're doing the castle run in less than 1.6
They're like missing out on
parsec.
They're missing out on like one minion every time they do this. They're losing one each time.
But they're not losing any ammunition. Their opponents are.
This is true. They are actually taking a lot of ammo here. However, they're about to lose some ammunition because the 3-man push in the bot lane just did a fantastic job. They're going to be able to clear this, though. They actually lost out on even more XP because the towers actually killed off a couple minions here. They're not even going for the shrine. Lowell is trying to do it alone. There we go. Finally rotating down. Shinobu mining up the spot lane. And once again, mid's still being neglected. This is a weird strat.
I'm a little bit confused what mYinsanity is trying to do here. Shinobu now running away from Sasha, but Sasha only putting down a little bit of brew plus fire. And brew plus fire alcohol, it burns pretty well. Actually, Sasha now getting locked up by Freds here. There's the roots, Shinobu with the bombs. But Sasha will be able to walk away from this one. Although, look at the shrines. They have both turned to the side of alternate.
This is true. And the shrines just both went to alternate, and yet mYi are completely abandoning the mid lane.
That means that they don't value the Dragon Knights at
Apparently
all.
not.
Or,
They're going to try and grab bot shrine.
Just in
and
time.
they do it in time.
well, that's why they weren't going to the mid lane, I guess. Just clearing
Yeah,
out
but
those.
that was a bit close. If Chen had got a little earlier, he would have 100% got that.
Yeah, and there's nothing the team could have done about it. Actually, mYinsanity wanting to fight here with alternate, but still, the damage that alternate is putting out is a little bit more than mYinsanity can do. And Tychus has had to Hearthstone back to base.
Yeah, this is it's a weird strat that appears to have ended up with mYi a little bit behind. They've taken a bit of ammo in the bot lane, but now they're actually possibly about to lose Fred. Shinobu microing backwards, keeping himself alive here. But they're actually losing the majority of lanes. They are doing this in mid lane. Is actually looking pretty good right now. Guccio attempting to take the shrine. Gonna get interrupted by Lau, but how many times can he keep doing this? There's the auto, but he's gonna take a lot of damage here. Back it out. Where's the smite? There is the smite. And there is the shrine cancellation in that bot lane. Very good job by Lau, and he's able to get out of there alive.
And he actually took down Rhaegar in the process, so that was actually a good victory there for mYinsanity. And now mYinsanity just going to be clearing it out. Look at Shinobu, he's just standing there, maximum range, just going to be clearing out his minions.
Yep, he is clearing out the minions, and he is going for a bit of a different build to the one we saw last time. He is in fact going for the increased damage by 10% to long-range targets, and has taken the increased basic attack range by 20%.
Oh, that's going to be a lot of sieging.
It's a lot of sieging and a lot of very long-range sieging. Allows him to basically gank from miles away. That's a not a position you want to be in.
Oh, middle lane. Castle, he rotated down from the top lane to the middle lane, now fighting with Sasha together with Ace of Spades. They're trying to take him down, but level 7 has already been hit by alternates, and now in top lane, Lowell and Mopsio just bashing their heads against each other. But look at Shinobu, now with this increased range, is able to clear out the waves rather efficiently.
This is indeed the case. We're going to see Arthas head back to base right now. And mYi appear to be doing okay. They've caught up a bit in levels. They're still a tiny bit behind in levels. Neither team yet able to grab a Dragon Knight. And the bot lane is actually getting kind of destroyed. Gluehammer's going to have to back up here due to Shinobu's damage, though.
But, on the other hand, they do manage to pick up the Siege Giants, and those are going to be moving in. The Siege Tank, while having a lot of range, can't really do all too much against those Siege Giants if he doesn't get support. And, well, he fortunately does have the Ace of Spades and Castle next to him. So look at these Siege Giants, it's completely melted in one go. Courtesy of the support. Without support, that would have been an easy push, but smart move by mYinsanity, keeping, as you said, Uther and Tigers in that bottom lane to assist Shinobu.
This is indeed the case, and I would like to point out that Siege Mode does do an extra 25%, 30 damage to minions and structures. I don't know if that includes mercenaries.
Shouldn't. But
yeah,
again,
I'd say so. That
look
would
at
be
the Siege mode.
Units.
Look at the Siege mode. Shinobu in a perfect position to hit everyone, and with the help of Ace of Spades and Castle, there's no getting to him. No chance.
Oh, Foul, though, is in a bit of trouble. He's having to back up, and that is because both shrines were taken by mYi, so they're moving straight to the alternate move straight to the mid lane to interrupt this and deny this. But this means that top lane was abandoned for a while, but Fred's not over pushing. He in fact waited in the bush to see who came and is now going to try and intercept that shrine. Lowell still looking for his opportunity to try and steal this shrine, while in the bot lane, Sergeant Hammer is still just clearing the wave, getting rid of some of that ammo. But bot lane's still quite
I would actually look at the top lane here. Freds and Mopsio, they're fighting with each other. Now Guccio is coming in with the barrel roll over the side. Freds is in a lot of trouble, but he does have his ultimate. Here's the Army of the Dead. They're trying to take down Freds. Freds dangerously low. Now also alternate getting their level 10s. Freds, shock it up. It's not quite enough, and Fred survives with a sliver of health. Very, very close fight there. Lowell now trying to get into position, going to fight a little bit against Sasha, but unfortunately the shrine was taken, so he's not going to be seeing that in the bot lane, though Rhaegar with the Ancestral Healing going to keep himself alive as they take down Tigers.
Yep, very nice job there. Gluehammer actually taking a lot of damage from Shinobu here. But the top lane is where action is happening. Ace of Spades having to back up here. It is just Guccio harassing from afar. He gets locked down though. Hammerang hits both players. He's able to back out pretty much full health, but he's running very low on mana. So is Fred's though. Fred's running very low on mana that he can use to heal himself here.
So top shrine going back over to mYinsanity, and Lowell is going to be fighting with Sasha, but this is pretty much two walls fighting each other, and the only way they're going to break is by falling on top of each other. And well, even then it's going to take quite a while. Krolu and Gluehammer moving to the bottom lane. Guccio there as well with the bribe, going to be at least making this Bruiser camp just a little bit easier. Shinobu, look at all those mines. Look at all those mines.
This is what Sergeant Hammers do. They throw down huge amounts of mines to protect themselves when they do siege up. And now Shinobu needs to back out here, taking a lot of damage. But these mines all pretty much going to hit Krolu. A lot of them were taken out there, so we didn't take too much damage. Now Shinobu going to siege up and help clear out these mercenaries.
I like how Lowell is now moving towards the bottom lane after hitting level 10. Uther has again switched back to that middle lane, going to try and fight back. Lowell in a lot of trouble. He's going to try and maybe Judgment in. Actually,
oh no!
The
that was a
Telesword.
bad place to add to Elduin's Might to. So he does get taken out. Explodes on Gluehammer and Krolu though, but Shinobu and Kessel can't seem to do enough to pick anyone up there, but they're actually going to be able to chase out alternate of this area. And in the top lane though, Fred is being dropped very low. He does heal himself, and he does have his ult up, so he's going to be able to stay alive.
Oh, bottom lane out onto Shinobu, so low. And both of these teams are dancing with death.
I like the Christmas shrine. I like the Christmas Earth Totem out of Rhaegar there. It looks cool.
Definitely. Now Ace of Spades and Sasha are just going to be fighting with each other, but Ace of Spades pretty much has the infinite heals to keep himself alive now.
Oh, Ace of
Good
Spades.
show.
He's
Yeah,
outnumbered. Oh, good deny. Top shrine taken by Freds and bot shrine taken by Kessel there.
Yeah, very well done.
And they actually have full control of mid now. If mYi move in, they might have a chance, assuming that Freds can get back in the circle and stay alive. He's actually back in, but he has to back out. He's far too low on health. Mopsio would be able to kill him. Freds will back up, and that means that mYi will not be able to take this. And bot shrine also went back over to alternate. Lowell, however, is the only person this mid lane. He has no one to defend against.
Yeah, Falstad actually went down. I'm not entirely sure where that happened. I'm
assuming in the bot lane. That's where stuff was happening.
Yeah, but...
Oh no, it was in the top lane.
Yeah, it has to be.
Like, it was Mopsio and Ace of Spades. Mopsio and Krolu, I think, is on the Falstad.
No, Falstad is
nope.
on...
It is Guccio. Sorry, it was Mopsio and Guccio who were both chasing Ace of Spades. I'm assuming Guccio just got caught out.
I'm a little bit confused what happened. We missed that one. That was very, very fast. And now Fred's going to try and take the top shrine. Ace of Spades getting non-tier by mopsyio. Now he's in a lot of trouble. He's going to get gorged on the opposite side of the wall. Going to get slowed by the fort. He's still trying to get after. The hook should be available for mopsyio in just a few seconds. He's going to be mounting up, but Ace of Spades is able to actually escape this one. And they have to transfer over to mid lane. Sasha now going to try and stop Lowell and Ace of Spades from actually taking it down. Bottom lane at the same time. Sergeant Hammer in a lot got taken out. And again, the shrine going over to alternate. There's so much happening on the map, we can't really catch up. Now in the top lane, Freds is trying to fight with mopsyio. And in the mid lane, Sasha trying to fight with Lowell. And bottom lane, they've actually crushed the gates. So now Castle is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, this is one of the most action-heavy
lane.
games we've ever seen. mopsyio gets taken down, gets rooted by Freds, and Lowell goes in for the kill. But in the bot lane, this fort is 100% going down. That will be the first fort of the game. Ace of Spades and Kessel are here to see if they can pick someone up. But Sasha is here, hiding behind the wall. He's going in. Going to see if he can lock down Kessel. He is of a high enough level to have his root. But Kessel able to kite backwards with his overdrive and is able to escape. Their top lane, though, is now being counter-pushed. There's no way they're going to get the fort, but they will take down all the towers. They might actually go for the fort because we can see Alternate here taking the Bruiser camp of mYi instead, and now looking to possibly go for the mid lane.
Yeah, but they are already rotating to the top lane, so they're giving up 3 towers in the top lane just for 1 Bruiser camp. Well,
almost 3.
Freds is in a lot of trouble. Lowell trying to teleport out of there. He has popped his smite. He's trying to get out of there. Nice route, but it's not enough. Lowell!
Where's the kick? There it is.
Yeah, end of story for Lowell.
Yeah, and that does mean Alternate are going to be able to take back this shrine, which will deny the Dragon Knight.
So close! Oh no, got
the hook on Shinobu.
Oh.
He's in a tough position here. Where is he going to spit him? There he is. And Shinobu does get rooted. He does go down. And Alternate picking up 2 kills there and able to deny the Dragon Knight to mYi. This is a very, very action-heavy game.
Yeah, there's so much action happening on the map. Actually, the shrine in the top lane now going over to Freds. However, bottom lane, Krolu is moving in to try and deny this bottom shrine, so there's still no Dragon Knight. We're 11 minutes in, and this is one of the longest games on Dragonshire without a Dragon Knight I've cast so far. Ace of Spades and Freds are going to run straight into the team of Alternate. Rain of Ages coming out, there's a Shockanaw as well. That's the end of Freds. Freds going so low, he's using his army to try and stay alive. Goes down. Now Kessel from the side was dealing quite a bit of damage with his Odin. Isn't quite going to be able to survive this one. He's trying to escape, but Sasha's jumping on top of him. Castle taking quite a bit of damage. Fortunately, still has a tower. Gluehammer went a little bit too deep, but the Ancestral Healing is going to heal him all back up. Now Lowell is going to go down. He's going to be popping his passive. Can he actually get a kill? No, it's not going to happen. And Alternate pick up 2 kills in a row. My word.
Alternate beginning to take control of this game. They're about to grab top shrine. Sergeant Hammer is rushing for that bot shrine. Can she take it in time? Rhaegar is also thinking about heading down. The timing isn't enough.
Oh, so
Sergeant
close.
Hammer not in time to deny that. And we will now see the first Dragon Knight of the game go over to Alternate, who are now ahead in kills, experience, and Dragon Knights. And currently forts, very soon to be 2 forts.
Wow. And this Dragon Knight, you have to consider, early game Dragon Knights before the 5-minute mark are usually not this powerful to take down a fort in one go. 1 Dragon Knight, 1 fort. That is efficiency, if I do say so myself. Top lane, at the same time, there's a Knight camp moving in, so I wouldn't put it past Alternates to just ignore their top lane and just go straight for the middle lane. They still have a 80% Dragon, and you can see how Shinobu is just desperately trying to use his napalm to keep Alternate at bay. Sasha now jumping in. He's going to get locked down. Oh, he doesn't even get his ultimate off. That's the end of him. And Shinobu's still in a siege mode, still dealing damage to Kucho. Krolu getting chased down. There's the Judgment, and here they go.
Yep, Freds does get punted out of there. Krolu has to cancel his wolf form, though, and that does get him killed. He does go down. Dragon Knight, though, is going to head to this top lane and will likely get yet another fort here. It only has 9 seconds left, and it's actually going to retreat. Play it safe. Instead of diving for that fort, is instead just going to use up the rest of the duration and run over to the wall. So he's able to dash over, but Shinobu is there. Does land a napalm, but there is nothing else to do. There's the Shinobu! There's the Gorge, but they have nothing to take him to. The fort does not have much ammo. There's the Shock and Awe, though, and the Rain of Vengeance. They do take him down, but will they lose some lives for it? Lau's going to go down as well. That's 2 kills here in a 3 versus 5 scenario. mopsyio is dropping low, though, and Falstad goes down too. That was a 2-for-2 trade, but that was a 2-for-2 in a 5 versus 3.
That is a very good trade. And actually, I have to say, things are looking pretty good for mYinsanity at this point. But, or rather, after this little fight, but you would have to give it, well, rather it came down to the fact that Falstad was a little bit too deep and that forced Alternate to fight in a position they didn't want to fight in, and that cost them that many lives. Not really so much mYinsanity getting stronger at this point, but more Alternate overstaying their welcome just a little bit too much.
Yeah, this does appear to be the case, and we're going to see mYinsanity capitalize on this. They already have mercenaries pushing in the top lane. Their mid lane is actually pretty decently cleared now. They're looking pretty good, and they're grabbing their own easy camp. However, doesn't look like they're going to be able to stop the Bruiser camp from going over to Alternate, which will be a pretty good counter to that Siege Giants camp in the bottom lane. But we can see mYi responding to this. They're going to try and clear this up as quick as possible.
Yeah, and they have to. In 25 seconds, we're already looking at the new shrines. But for now, we have a little bit of a lull in battle, the calm before the storm, so to speak. Or, well, calm before the storm. I was going to say, let's go over the talents, but both teams are looking for yet another fight. Now they're...
Oh my god. The hidden gank here by Alternate, but they've revealed themselves now, and mYi... They're
moving
actually
in, there's Judgment!
The Judgment onto Valor. There's Essential Healing, but it didn't actually heal that much. Divine Storm hits everyone. A Glue Hammer just gets destroyed here. Gusio is in the back, though, dealing so much damage. Chen was popped to keep him alive. mopsio has been displaced here by Tyrael. Tyrael gets eaten immediately, spat back out. He must have tasted bad or something. Shinobu is still in the back doing huge damage, and Falstad is Audi. He's going straight to this top lane to try and save the fort, but he is too late. That does go down. That's going to be 2 forts for mYi and the bottom lane shrine, with Tyrael heading to try and fight Falstad for the top lane one.
And in the meantime, the rest of the team of mYinsanity is going to be moving in. They have a nice wave with them. They don't have any mercenaries, so that might cost them a little bit of damage on Freds. But Freds, he's tanky enough, just going to be tanking up this fort. He has his own heal. He has the heal coming out of Ace of Spades. Does he still have his own heal? I think it got nerfed.
Who's this, sorry?
Artus.
Arthas. V. He does have his own heal on Death Coil, and his ult is up in 30 though.
Okay, but doesn't really matter because the Dragon Knight is now up. Lowell actually won that top lane fight and is now pushing into this middle lane. So now
It's really a fight Falstad basically beat the second he took the shrine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but Lau going to be able to take down both of these towers in this mid lane, and we can see mYi coming up from the bottom here, going on to Sasha. That was a bit of an overkill with the Divine Storm there, but just to stop the ult of Chen popping, and Chen does go down. Chen's ult wasn't actually up there, but it doesn't matter. Better safe than sorry. And now we're going to see mYi pushing in here, going to try and get as much damage down as possible. And there's the Napalm Shinobu, just doing huge damage in the back here, just annihilating everything. Surprisingly, Shinobu not taking the Hover Siege talent.
Yeah, it's a kind of a surprise, but now Odin has been popped. 30 seconds remain on the Dragon Knight. They're going to be able to take down this keep, but if Alternate wants to fight, they need that level 20. They're still waiting for a wave. They're still waiting for any type of experience, but they don't have it yet. There's the big red button again, clearing out a wave. The Lowell is already on a fort. They need one hit. There's level 20. This is the moment where Alternate needs to fight. They get the hook onto Ace of Spades, but now the Dragon Punt, mopsio. What happened? Actually, mopsio gets stopped there. There's beautiful Divine Hurricane. They're going straight for Crowley. Crowley is desperately trying to escape, but it's mYinsanity who looks to go straight for the core. They have to learn from Against All Authority, though. If they want to go for it, they have to go with everything, but Shinobu is still fighting here. He's going to go down. On the other hand, it's Rhaegar, who was a little bit dropped too low. Ace of Spades in a lot of trouble. Lowell is the only one hitting the core right now, and that's not going to be enough. They only take it down to 74%, and now Ace of Spades goes down as well. Alternate in a very good position to actually turn this around and maybe get themselves a keep, but they have to realize there's a huge wave in this bottom lane, and they've lost all of their keeps, but now they're on to Freds.
Shinobu is up. He did have Resurgence. He's going on to Glue Hammer. He takes him down. And now they're trying to deal with Sasha. Sasha with the root is just so strong. And in fact, Shinobu has abandoned Freds here. Doesn't think he can save him. And did instead go after mopsio. But now Sasha is going to be able to get out free as well. But I love what happened there. mopsio gorging Ufa and then hand delivering him to his team so that Ufa could Divine Storm all of them. But, like you said before, learning from Alternate, learning from AAA, you don't fight the other team under their core when you've lost one of your main damage dealers.
Yeah, and if you're going to be targeting the core, target it with everything or don't target it at all. That's it's a standard here. I mean, if they were going straight for the core, they might have been able to take it down to 25%, make it a little bit more easy to take it down in the next run. But they're more than happy with just waiting for the next Dragon Shrine. At least I'm expecting mYinsanity to just siege up, get themselves all the Merc camps on the map, and then just get themselves one person in the top lane, one person in the bottom lane, and then take the Dragon Knight immediately and win.
This is true, but one thing we have to point out in that happened there is mYi got all 3 keeps and 31% on the core.
Yeah,
Although they mostly died, they still came out ridiculously well in that.
Yeah, and it's pretty much impossible to fight back against a triple keep deficit because of the amount of catapults that are rolling in, and the fact that if you don't clear out all the waves, you're going to get wrecked by your...
There's 4 catapults in the top lane already. There's
4?
1 in the bot lane and 2 sets of mercenaries, and all of mYi are about to not run into Falstad. He's able to be in time. Very wise choice there. But now, Alternate going to head to this mid lane. They're going to get ready to fight mYi here.
Yeah, they have no choice. If they lose the Dragon Knight, they die. But they can't really fight.
They have to lose the Dragon Knight because they're in the bot lane.
Yeah, exactly. So this Dragon Knight is going to go down. The only thing Alternates can do right now is fight. They have to go in right now. Get the hook on the Shinobu though. That is a lot of damage gone. There's the Judgment Trail to Gluehammer. Gluehammer in a lot of trouble. Yes, this for healing. Doesn't quite help. And the Divine Hurricane is more than enough to take down Vala. Shinobu finally returns to the battlefield. Ace of Spades trying to get out of there. He's still alive. Krolu trying to get the kill. Doesn't quite get the kill. Sasha has already popped his ultimate. It is now going straight back to his own base. And this is game over. This is nothing short of game over.
This is done. They killed everyone except the people of Resurgence, and now they are all still alive, going straight for the core with a Dragon Knight. Odin still has a couple seconds left on it, so that is pretty fine. That will be up in about 2-1-0. Down it goes. Able to get a nuke off and actually finish the game before the Odin expired there.
Amazing job here by mYinsanity. They got ahead eventually, and well, you would say also...
There we go. Would you like to introduce the blue team?
This time I am going to be introducing the blue team. It's Alternate. It's Good Show playing on Sergeant Hammer. It's Gluehammer playing on Falstad. Oh, wow. I almost got confused because of that. Sasha playing on Tyrael. Mopsio playing on Stitches. And finally Krolu playing on Uthar.
And spawning on the right-hand side, in the red trunks, it is mYi. And starting in the top lane, we have Ace of Spades on the Brightwing. We have Freds on the Arthas. We have Lowell on the Chen. We have Kessel on the Tychus. And in the bot lane, we have Shinobu, and he's going to be playing Reyna.
So, initial talents, let's take a quick look now that we have some time. Looks like it's going to be another Cleaver build coming out of Stitches, standard bribe, of course, for both Brightwing and Falstad. Uther, looks like additional healing? No, range on his healing. That's an interesting pickup here on this map. What do you think?
I actually kind of like it. It's pretty good considering how much terrain there is on this map. Healing people over walls is actually pretty good.
Yeah. So for now, we're just waiting. And you can already see that the team of Alternate is just sitting to the side here. I like what they're doing here, because if Shen over pushes, he's going down. Telesword being tossed out by Sasha, but...
You can do the same job with in this particular area, though. I'm kind of confused as to why they were doing it so far back when mYi aren't really.
Oh, mYi top lane. They're onto Gluehammer, but he's going to escape.
Yep, Falstad very good at getting those clutch escapes. Hey, Kaldor is here.
Hey, Lowell gets hooked, but he walks away. Also, hello, Kaldor.
Yes, thank you for tuning in. We also had Forecourt Jester in earlier. Very nice to see. And here we go. Alternate thinking about looking for the kill there, but not going to be able to get it. mYi, we see this a lot. They like to play it very close to towers unless they are ganking for themselves.
Yeah, the issue though with mYi is of course that is going to cost them a little bit of ammunition, but every single game, well, we've already seen it before. Last game, they were roaming as a 4-man squad and were just racing from lane to lane. Oh, Sasha running straight into Fred's Kettle, dealing quite a bit of damage here. The Telesword coming out. He's trying to get out of it. Lowell is to the side. Yeah, but he's nice. Lowell's actually body blocking the way, but Gucho, did you see that beautiful shot there, pushing away Lowell to allow Sasha to escape? But now they're onto Mopsio. He's going to go down. That's First Blood going over to Alternate, but they're chasing down Fred's. Fred's in the love draw. One more hit, and it's a kill for a kill.
Yep, Gucio getting the final shot there. Very, very nice. That hook by Stitches there may have gotten himself killed. He might have been able to escape if he'd actually run away a bit more, but it did secure the fact that the mYi were going to stay that little bit longer and secure that kill. So very well played by them.
Yeah, Ace of Spades in the top lane, forcing Gluehammer back, and this is the advantage, of course, of playing a sustain hero, allowing you to at least take a little bit of harassment, and then subsequently pushing out your opponent. So, yeah, very well done here by Ace of Spades. It's always hard to fight against a high damage champion, but if he can't kill you, well, then you live. I mean, that's a given, Tetcher.
Yeah, we are actually seeing mYi winning pretty much all of their lanes here. Shinobu massively out-damaging Krolu here. We've already seen Ace of Spades has now driven back Gluehammer. Gluehammer is going to be heading back to this easy camp and will bribe that just to make sure that they are getting a lane. Actually, he's only bribing one of them. Going to kill the other with the help of Gucio. They're going to make sure they have a lane pushing so that they can head down and try and contest this tribute. They are all heading that way. Oh, but Gluehammer didn't grab the easy camp.
Yeah, he's going to leave it open for a little bit. Here's the flight coming in from Gluehammer. And this tribute still being contested. Guccio getting into position. He has the siege possibility. There's the hook onto Lowell. Lowell in a lot of trouble trying to get out of there. The Brightwing is coming in. Is he going to be in time? Yes, he is going to be in time. He's going to be able to shield Lowell. Lowell will be able to escape. And now it's a full 5-on-5 fight. But Shinobu was a little bit out of position there to combat the tributes. No, they're not going to be able to interrupt the tribute, and that one goes over to the team of Alternate. First tribute, and also still, this easy camp is available. Not entirely sure what they're up to with that.
They seem to be saving it for the opportune moment, but if the mYi roaming squad does wander over there, that's going to be stolen very quickly. And Ace of Spades, he is going to be speed boosting his way back to the top lane. There we go. We are going to see Gluehammer fly over there this time, and he will grab that. Choosing to fly there and walk back to lane rather than the other way around.
So apparently the score wasn't updated just yet, but now it's on the screen. My bad, ladies and gentlemen. So I've already fixed that one. But yeah, Alternate, a very strong showing in the early stages of the game, and it's kind of reminiscent of what we saw last game. But mYinsanity again. They're looking for the engage on the Bruiser camp. There's not enough people there. There's this route coming down. Brightwing now also joining the fight. Mopsio in a lot of trouble. They're getting themselves onto the beacon. They're trying to force Sasha off. The beacon is still there. Now finally the Bruiser camp goes the way of mYinsanity, and Stitches goes down. mYinsanity getting a huge victory there as the tribute spawns right in the area where they are. Route onto Krolu. Krolu in even more sorts of trouble. He's desperately trying to get out of there. Gets the cleanse, but goes down to the poison.
Yeah, went down to the grenade and the poison out of Tychus there. And that is a classic mYi move there. Just going full aggro onto the enemy hard camp. And Ace of Spades getting completely denied by Gluehammer there, who is getting vision over the wall thanks to the tribute. But Gluehammer being forced to retreat by Freds and Kessel. But Mopsio is coming in. And Alternate doing another good job of denying. There's the hook onto Kessel. He's going to pop his first aid, but here's Sasha, and they're going to do a lot of damage. And it is a full fight here at this tribute. And Gluehammer doing a great job of keeping Ace of Spades out, but that means Gucio's damage is not there. Shed is now on his way. He's finally arrived, and him and Ace of Spades are going full onto Gluehammer. Not able to get him. Fred's being forced to back up, but Shinobu has been called out. He will go down.
And eventually it was Falstead as well. Falstead also went down to Lowell.
Yeah, a 1-for-1 trade, which means mYi could still interrupt here, but Lowell on move command, moving in here, he's not going to be able to deny, takes a lot of unnecessary damage and gets hooked, but the rest of the team ran completely the other way. Brightwing teleporting in as well. This is a risky move here, moving in 2 versus 4, and in comes Kessel, but he knows it's a bad idea. Shed kicking his way to his death. Ace of Spades running for his life. He might be able to get out. Hammerang does slow him. In comes the Elderwind's Might as well. The boost from Ace of Spades. Speed boost dodges the hook, but there is Krolu getting the kill. And mYi looking a little shaky here, losing both early game tributes, and the score count has now evened up.
I'm a little bit confused as to why Brightwing decided to jump straight onto Chen there, but if we're looking at especially because the rest of mYinsanity just decided to discard them, just use them as bait. On the other hand, they did get a nice experience advantage off the back of that one, so maybe that's their objective, get that experience and get ready for the next fight. Both of the teams have their heroic abilities. Oh, there's the hook onto Lowell. Lowell just going to try and survive as long as they can. They're turning their attention to Gluehammer. Gluehammer is going to go down. The stun comes out from Krolu. It's not going to be enough. Castle actually going to go down as well. Doesn't get to pop as Odin. That's the end of him. And now in the background, Lowell is fighting with Guccio. Guccio in a lot of trouble as Ace of Spades joins in as well. Of course, it is a 3 versus 2, but it doesn't really matter. Lowell is so tanky. Sasha is also in a lot of trouble. He gets polymorphed. He's going to try and get out of there with his telesword, but doesn't quite make it.
Yeah, very well played by mYi. This time, fight coming out a lot in their favor. Jen, very nice timing on the ult. We can see on the top right how much health he had. When he comes out of this, he's going to wait next to this fountain. Fountain up and get ready. mYi need to grab this tribute to deny the curse. Oh, friends, that's a bad move.
Yeah, he gets hooked in. Now he's in a lot of trouble.
Wow,
But Brightwing is actually coming in, and mYi is trying to turn it around. There's no stun available for Crowler. Crowler is going to go down. He gets popped into his ghost form and will be able to actually just ignore all the terrain. So that's a really good spot there for Uther to be there. But the issue is he can't really get into position to deny Fred's the tribute.
Did not get radiant, so this will mean that mYi will grab their first tribute of the game and put the XP lead back in their favor. So that is very nice here. Fred's backing up. They are now going for, mYi now going for their boss camp. Shinobu arriving as well. We are seeing Alternate begin to head up to this top lane. If they wander a bit to their right, they may see this. Also Brightwing playing a dangerous game here, but mopsio does not check. And now Brightwing immediately going to teleport back to the hard camp after getting full health and mana, and they do get their boss camp.
Now Alternate doing exactly the same thing with their own boss camp. They're trying their best to take it down as fast as they can. mYinsanity doesn't look like they're even thinking about countering out that boss camp, but they do have a tribute on their side. And as long as Alternate is still busy with that boss camp, it's, oh, well, now they're no longer busy, so they're going to be able to contest this one pretty well. We're looking for a very big fight. Alternate getting this one would mean that they actually get the curse. Alternate can't get in position. Lowell picks up a free tribute here.
Yep, and that does even up the tribute counts. And now mYi in a pretty decent position to take down this to take down a fort here with their golem. There is an easy cap here to help defend this, but this is also going to leave Alternate's golem to have pretty much free reign in the bot lane. mYi 100% going to get this fort, but can they save their bot lane fort? They need to rotate down there pretty quick. Their golem in the top lane gonna keep pushing. They're gonna take out this easy camp as well and get ready to rotate to a different lane. And they're also pushing in the mid lane with the help of that bruiser camp. Golem in the bot lane already on their fort, taking a lot of damage. Looks like it might actually die before it takes down the fort.
Yeah, that's the issue with the Grave Golems. They take quite a bit of damage from the buildings, and mYi, they know, okay, our fort is going to survive. We're just going to be rotating to the middle lane, take out the gate, take out the towers. And, well, take out at least one tower, then decide to fall back. Oh, the hook! They can't fall back because Lowell gets nommed. Unfortunately, though, you don't really want to be nomming Lowell because he's going to be able to pop his ultimate. The rest of the ultimate is also being popped. Choconol dealing a lot of damage to Lowell, but that was just his ultimate form. Castle now getting locked up. Here's Brightwing coming in from the side. He is going to get himself into a beautiful position for that ultimate. Tyrael gets taken out, and now they're going to try and turn it around to the Raiders onto mopsio. mopsio getting body blocked. That's the end of Stitches, and now it is mYi who have taken complete control of this game.
This is true. Brightwing healing so much here, and we saw Tyrael go completely full aggro onto Tychus there while Raider was standing next to him, so they just used Odin and Raiders and just destroyed him, and that will be that will be Lowell interrupting his own curse taking there by trying to be too eager, but he will grab that. That will be the first curse going over to mYi, and now they're going to once again raid into the enemy's bruiser camp.
Yeah, and that bruiser camp is going to have free reign in this lane. Actually, oh, okay, I was like, are we playing on Blackheart's Spade? But no, that was just a bribe token. They're going to leave the bruiser camp to the middle lane. That means that Alton has to defend that one, but they're going to be giving up their bottom fort, allowing mYi to get an even bigger experienced lead. If mYi manages to hit level 16, well, they are going to be hitting level 16 anyhow, but mYi, they have a huge wave with them. And that's going to allow them to actually clear out this tower, or they're moving towards the middle lane. They're going to be taking out the fort. Smart move.
Yep, like you said, this huge wave that they have is going to be defended. Ace of Spades also hanging around here, showing himself a little, just to try and bait out Alternate here. But in comes mYi from behind onto this fort. They are going to be able to take that down, and then they're going to get out of there. Alternate nowhere near enough time to come and defend this. mYi take that down with ease, and the curse. They got 8 seconds left. They're going to clear up some minions, maybe do a bit of harassment if they want to, but they're going to decide against it. Instead, we'll move back and begin taking their own mercenaries. Their easy camp is already up. Their bruiser camp will be up in 45 seconds.
Yeah, and after that, the the Grave Golem will be up as well. But Alternate hasn't lost yet. We've seen so many turnabouts today. It's just incredible. Every single game thus far has been a turnabout. But on the Cursed Hollow, they still have 2 tributes in their possession. If they get even one of them, they can use that to catapult themselves back into the lead. And that's what Alternate has to aim for. Win the next tribute war.
This is indeed the case. Alternate can definitely get themselves back if they can win the tribute. It's all down to that. And now we're going to see mYi waiting for their bruiser camp to come up. But next tribute will be up quite soon after. So Alternate, they're currently just defending, clearing waves. They will head into the bot lane and clear up this easy camp, while mYi going to be grabbing their bruisers.
Yeah, these bruisers are going to be taken by mYi. Going to be applying a little bit of pressure into the mid lane. And now that we have some time, let's take a quick look at the talents. Well, it's the pressure point. No, combination attack being picked by Chen. Hardened Focus for Brightwing. Double Stone Skin for Arthas and Tychus. And Raynor playing with the Executioner, which is pretty good when you're dealing with an Arthas next to you, who is going to be slowing everyone off the enemy team.
Yep, that is a lot of extra damage. 40% on slowed, rooted, or stunned targets. And when you have Chen with pressure points, Brightwing with the... I don't know if Emerald Wind actually affects it. I'm assuming it will. We have Chen with the root. We have Arthas with slows and Tychus with stuns and knockbacks. You're going to be doing a lot of damage.
I like what mYinsanity is doing here. They're not going for their own golem, but instead they're going to secure a little bit of map control in their opponent's jungle, especially by sitting here in this brush. There's no vision on them, and oh my word, Shinobu is just out of position. They're jumping straight to Crowley. Crowley just gets popped before he can do anything at all. Well, he gets a Divine Hurricane off, but that's not even going to be enough. They're turning their attention to Mopsio. Mopsio eats Shreds, but that's not really the one he wants to be eating. Castle in the background, popping his Tor, and that's, rather his Odin, and that's going to take out Stitches. And immediately mYinsanity, with this mega advantage that they have, are moving towards the enemy boss camp. And Alternate, well, they have one option. Go for this tribute.
Yeah, they're going to go for the tribute, which is going to do but one thing, and basically allow them to not have to worry about the other lanes while while they defend against this boss camp, because that's all they're going to be able to do here, unless they want to go really aggressive and try and take down one of the 4s, which looks like what Gluehammer's going to do. He's in fact rushing to this top lane and is going to try and break it on his own. But we can see mYi moving to the mid lane. They're going to defend their own base here with the help of Shinobu, while the rest of them head up to the top to grab their own boss. And the fact that they have shown themselves in the mid lane has forced Gluehammer to retreat, and he will now go to the bot lane to help his team kill off that golem.
So mYinsanity most likely not even going to be losing his fort. The fort's still at half hit points, so mYi will be able to actually relocate themselves to the top lane. Ace of Spades now coming in as well. There's a stun again from the Grave Golem, and an easy Grave Golem going over to mYi. And mYi, if I would have to say what do they do now, they're going to be sending 2 members, maybe 1, maybe just Brightwing into that top lane, push together with the Grave Golem, and send the rest down to the bottom lane to deal with the team of Alternate.
Yeah, we're seeing Raynor. He's finished clearing up the waves in that top lane, which were about to kill the fort. The fort is very, very low. But like you said, Raynor will now go and join the rest of his team. Brightwing is going to push with the Grave Golem, but actually considering against it, Grave Golem's already way at the enemy base. If she does get caught out, she's going to be in trouble. Now we can see mYi. They're getting ready to push mid lane and take down that Bruiser camp and just keep the multiple area pressure on. They've got to keep pushing in multiple lanes to keep Alternate in their base so that they can keep having pretty much full map control.
Yeah, and it's going to come down to what talents they actually decide to pick up for their ultimate abilities. I'm expecting Brightwing to pick up the second and third gust of Emerald Wind. I'm expecting Tychus, of course, to go for the big red button. Shinobu, I'm expecting Bolt of Storm there. And, of course, Lowell and Fred's going for Resurgence, but it depends. He could also go for the Cloaked Raiders, which means that they could never be destroyed during a team fight.
This is true. They would be very annoying, but I prefer the idea of taking Resurgence, if that is an option, rather than the Cloaked Raiders. And we can see they're actually waiting here. I think they're trying to predict where the Tribute's going to spawn. Their Bruiser Camp also up in 9 seconds, so they can grab that here. If the Tribute does spawn around here, they're going to be in a great position, because this is where Alternate will try and fight.
They managed to pick up their Bruiser Camp with ease, no chance, yeah, like you said. And Alternate is moving towards the bottom side of the map. or at least they were moving towards it and then suddenly decide, well, we're going to be turning around. They have a pretty big wave in the top lane. Maybe they're going to try and make a move on that top fort. But mYi is already anticipating this and is moving into the top lane themselves, going to hide in the SK brush. Yeah, I'm just calling it the SK brush from now on. It has such a nice
It
name.
is basically the SK brush. They love waiting in it to try and pick someone out. mY going to be clearing up this top lane. Here comes the entirety of Alternate though. Brightwing not yet with the rest of her team, but she can be there in an instant. And Alternate, they want this fort. Is Brightwing going to teleport down? And Lau already popping his ult. That might have been a bit premature.
It's just there to force Alternate to back away from this one. They didn't want to be fighting right now, and they knew that if Stitches were to hook, he would have needed to pop his ultimate anyhow. And right now, they're all moving towards that bottom lane. It's going to hurt them a little bit in the upcoming teamfight, though. That's maybe the biggest problem here. But losing a single tribute isn't all that bad, because the Bruiser camp is still smashing into this middle lane.
We're actually going to see mYi refusing to fight here because that ult was popped. And they're just going to move up to this top lane, clear out that easy camp up there. And like you said, their Bruiser camp, or what's left of it, the Wizard and the one remaining Knight, will continue to push the mid lane. But now Alternate, after getting that tribute, are reacting to it. They will kill this off. That's going to give mYi enough time to continue pushing their, to continue grabbing their easy camp. And Brightwing to continue doing what she's been doing for a while now, which is sit completely still in this bottom lane, not actually in the bush, talking to this farmer dude.
And she's probably going to be biting his head off anytime soon. But another thing that that just popped into my mind, mYi wasn't willing to fight until level 20. They now have their level 20 abilities, so now they can actually turn the fights if they want to. And that's a very big power spike for mYinsanity. They've been looking at what is happening in the last few matches, and that is that the opposing team, with their level just before they hit level 20, decide to go all in, and mYi is having nothing of that.
Yep, they're playing very carefully, making sure they got to level 20 before the enemy team did not giving the enemy team enough time to try and engage them. There is the next tribute, mYi. They don't want it, though. They don't need it. They will happily give another one away. They're instead going to hang around in this boss area, and this is exactly where Alternate are. Alternate catching a bit of a glance of Shen there. And I'm just going to have a look on Stitch's vision, see what he can see. He can currently see nothing. They don't actually see mY there. Brightwing was shown a bit by the wall, but they actually have no idea.
Yeah, Ace of Spades slowly pushing in, and they're still afraid of anything that might happen. Well, the biggest thing they should be afraid of is this massive Grave Golem that is going to be pushing in pretty soon. Still, only level 18, they will be hitting level 19 soon, but they're quite a bit behind when it comes down in terms of power. And Alternate, well, will they go for the... rather, mYinsanity, you have to question, are they going to be going for this bottom lane, or are they going to be rotating to their own Grave Golem?
It looks like they are going to be at least starting this bottom lane. They're all going to mount up. And no, there we go. They're trying to show themselves to try and make Alternate just protect this lane a bit. And they are holding this golem until a minion wave arrives. But there is another golem and a tribute in this top lane for them. They are actually going to push with this, which is quite risky, Gusio. But wow, Alternate just not wanting to fight here. They're just backing all the way up till behind their core. Make sure they don't get caught. Where are the hooks from Stitches? Get Shinobu. There's the Gorge. They're going to back him up to their other fort so that he takes so much damage. There's the Shock and Awe. And there is the big red button, though, from mYi. And mYi realized that this is actually not that good for them. There's the Divine Storm onto, well, basically Jen. Freds was also taking damage there, but he's going to be able to back out with the help of the heal. Big red button going in onto Sasha. Sasha is still alive. Ace of Spades giving himself a speed boost out. Lowell needs to get out of there as well. He does get slowed by the Elder Wind's Might. And mYi backing out of there after only losing Reyna, but they did take down Ufa. And they're still in a good position. They're going to be able to steal this Bruiser camp and then immediately rotate up to this top lane and start grabbing that golem, while their current golem made it all the way to the core.
Yeah, so all in all, a big win here for mYinsanity. Picking up the keep is one of the biggest things that could have happened. Actually, now a flight from Gluehammer over to the siege camp, going to put a little bit of pressure into that top lane. But all this, what it did allow for Alternate is that they were able to get closer to level 20. They just need a few more minions, and if they do pick those up, then they can actually start fighting the team of mYinsanity. Another hook coming out, Cassil, yeah, he had to run and gun straight out of there, but both teams...
I would just like to quickly say, for the person asking where is the in-game sound, there is currently a bug. It may just be affecting us too, but it seems to really adjust the in-game sound, so it's either way too high or way too low. We decided to go for a bit too, possibly too low rather than too high and deafen you. Freds backing up here. They're going for mYi, going for their boss camp. And we can see Alternate looking to try and possibly go for the mid fort, which is out of ammo. But instead, they have realized what is happening here, and they're going to try and interrupt it here. The entirety of Alternate are here and ready to fight, but they're already backing up. They do not want to fight mYi here. Odin was popped, and that might be bad. If they could outlast the Odin and get in just as it expires, they might be able to steal this boss. mopsio looking for his opportunity, gets the start onto Freds. The golem is about to go down, and Alternate, and oh, there's the bolt from mopsio! He's actually almost going to be able to steal it, but we saw a double bolt to storm there. mopsio goes down, and it's the full fight. In comes Tyrael. He's trying to interrupt it as well. Kessel's taking damage, and this golem is still not going down. Sasha is so low, but it's the full fight here. Gluehammer's doing so much damage, just Chin, and Tychus and Arthur's left. Krolu's going to go down, but he might kill Freds, but Kessel will be enough. Freds survives. Almost. Ufa's still chasing him. Can he get out alive? Yes, he will. Able to heal himself. And mYi able to grab that golem after an intense fight. You have gone completely silent on my end.
The problem with Alternate was basically they had to completely go onto that beacon, and that allowed all the AoE damage coming out of their opponents from Artis, from Tychus, from, well, Raynor didn't have all that much AoE damage, he just got blasted to bits. But there was so much AoE damage being put down onto Alternate, well, while they couldn't leave the beacon. They had to stay on the beacon to get that last desperation attempt to take down the golem. But the issue is, that also cost them quite a bit, because now the golem is on their keep, and they're, well, taking a little bit of damage there. But it did allow Alternate to or rather mYinsanity, to pick up a tribute of their own.
Yeah, but we did see that Alternate do have the double resurgence, so they are now back up. And they're going to be clearing out their lanes as much as possible to keep themselves safe. Like we pointed out earlier, they have lost their bottom keep, so that lane is one that needs a little bit extra attention. There is currently only one catapult in it, but Alternate currently a lot more worried about this huge push in the middle lane, accompanied by some mYi members. Bolted the storm into Gorge by mopsio, but he does get rooted. Shock and Awe does still hit Shinobu, but his passive hits. In comes the Judgment, and Shinobu goes down. Krolu, though, is in big red button range, as well as mopsio. They're being dropped quite low. Ace of Spades does get taken out as well. And this was a very nice fight for both teams.
But it's not over yet.
One each. Gusio is very low. He's still in big red button range. He is able to dodge. Lowell is chasing him, but the knockback from Gusio is able to keep him alive. And that was a 2-for-2 fight. Both teams taking losses, but mYi already had that push going, so they're going to be able to finish it and take down the mid keep here.
Yeah, and not just the mid keep, they actually have the ability to just rotate all the way up to that tribute. The tribute is available. And Guccio is actually chasing him down. A little bit of damage being put down onto Kessel. Together with Sasha, they're looking for a re-engage here. They're both in a 3 versus 3 situation. Beautiful Bolt of Storm there by, rather Telesword by Sasha. They're locking up Lowell, but Sasha's taking a little bit too much damage. Lowell is trying to shield himself, but doesn't quite survive. Now they're onto Freds. Freds in a lot of trouble as Tyrael is going to explode right onto his face. And now they're going to continue the chase here. Freds, one more hit from Gluehammer. That's all it takes. And they have the tribute, so is this going to be the turnaround moment for the team of Alternate? They need to make the most.
But there's currently 3 catapults in the spotlight, and they're all gone.
Yeah, they're all gone.
That's
yeah. You don't really have to care about any of the lane minions once you get the curse. But now Alternate has the ability to actually go for their own Grave Golem as all the waves are pushing in. But mYi, they are in the vicinity. They are getting ready for the counter gank here as Alternate is starting up the Golem. Can Freds actually get the root? He's going to go in. There's Ace of Spades actually coming in as well with his teleport, and mYinsanity immediately pushing Alternate away from the Golem area. Then Alternate have to fall back all the way to their base. As in the top lane, though, look at that huge wave smashing into those towers there.
Yeah, Brightwing was trying to clear that. She actually cleared a good chunk of it, but she had to teleport down here to give her team a chance of winning this fight.
Oh, the hook!
Onto Freds. Freds is the by far attacking member, but he does get gorged. And will mYi abandon the Golem for this? Ace of Spades coming in to try and save Freds. There is the Shock and Awe. And Freds might survive. Brightwing does not. Freds is still hitting himself up. Shinobu needs to knock back here. Golem has been taken. Freds gets hooked in. He does go down. Lowell's now being dropped.
Kessel. Kessel in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down with a nice judgment. And now the fight continues. Lowell actually coming in here. Shinobu with the Banshees trying to deal as much damage as he can, but Lowell is going to fall. He's going to try and shield himself up, but he has his ultimate left. And this is a horrible situation for Alternate. They're trying to disengage this one, but it looks like it's over. And this Grave Golem is the only thing remaining here of this assault by mYi.
Yep, that was a free-for-free trade, but Sergeant Hammer did have Resurgence. She did come back straight away, and she is now helping defend against this Golem. But mYi continuing to keep on the pressure, but Alternate seriously doing well in these fights and doing a great job of starting to win back some control.
Look at the top lane. There's no keep. The keep is gone.
It died to the minions.
It died to the minions. This big fight forced mYi to stay around the Golem area. And even though Alternate lost quite a few members of their teams, they lost quite a few resurgences, I would say they got out ahead, even if their core took a little bit of damage.
I would agree. They're in a pretty good scenario now that they have some kind of counter push going on. They will all soon be alive. Falstaff will be alive in 1. He is now alive. He can fly down to this Golem area, which will be up in 1. mYi going to play it safe and take their Bruiser camp first. Wait for Tychus to arrive so that they can fight again. Having a look at the timers, the majority of ultimates are back up. Tychus will be up in 6. Earthstorm Fire, however, won't be up for another 20. This is going to make it very difficult for mYi to fight here, and we can see Alternate. They're looking for trying to get the ambush on this Golem, but mYi, they're not looking to take it yet.
Yeah, they're just setting up, they're just getting themselves into this position. And Guccio didn't take the increasing range talent, did he? No, he took Stone Skin to be a little bit more tanky against both Tychus and Raynor. Tribute is going to be spawning at the bottom side of the map, but Alternate has to do something. They're wasting time at this point, and it's something that we see so often. Oh, mYi!
Patience might have filled up, though. Here comes Lowell onto Mopsio, but here comes the rest of Alternate. They are very outnumbered. In comes Brightwing, teleporting in just in time. We're seeing bolts everywhere. Kessel is now right at the back, and he's going to be able to land full damage down to Mopsio. Nice! Divine Hurricane, though, onto 2 members of mYi. Fred is being dropped very low by the Golem. The Golem's just beating on him from behind. Big Red Button hits no one, but they do take down 3 members of Alternate, and Fred's dropped so low, but he's able to heal himself. Lowell still chasing onto Guccio here, but he's not going to be able to catch him. Nice knockback there by Guccio. His boost will be up. Hang on. In 1 second, it is now up, so he can bolt away if he does get chased on, but he is fine. mYi not choosing to go for the Golem. They're just going to get the push going. This will be a 4 versus 3 fight here, but that is quite risky. They're all quite low, whereas Alternate are all pretty much back to full health again.
Yeah, but they still are down 2 members, and we're looking at a core that's already taken. The shield's gone, and now Alternate is going to go down. mYinsanity is on the core, 33%, 30%, 20%, 10%. Game over, and it is mYinsanity taking a 2-0 victory over Alternate. Wow, what a game.
Very, very well played by mYi.